I used to think hosting meant happiness. A full yard, the smell of barbecue, voices echoing off the porch. But sometimes, a crowd just makes the silence louder. Have you ever smiled through something just to keep the peace, even when it was tearing you up inside? Drop a broken heart if you've ever felt invisible in your own home. And if this story feels even a little bit familiar, like, subscribe, and share your truth in the comments. You're not alone. The backyard looks perfect, like a magazine spread. Freshly cut grass. Lemon slices floating in a glass pitcher. Ribs slow cooking on the smoker Winston insisted on buying but hasn't touched since. I marinated everything. Set the tables. Lined the chairs up evenly so no one would feel left out. It's the kind of Sunday that's supposed to feel warm. Comfortable. Safe. But I feel none of that. The music plays low, one of those curated playlists full of songs that sound like memories you forgot to make. And I'm standing there, holding a tray of sliders, wondering when I started pretending this was enough. Winston's wearing his weekend smile. It's the one he saves for crowds, not for me. He's got a beer in one hand and Juliana Lane at his side. His assistant. 10 years younger. Tan legs, red lipstick, laugh like she's auditioning for attention. She leans in close when he talks. Touches his arm just a little too long. And Winston? He lets her. I catch myself watching them. Not with jealousy. With something else. Something I don't have a name for yet. Matthias, our son, is by the deck, hooking up a USB stick to the projector. He's got that look on his face like he's figuring it out as he goes, which means I'll probably be called over in 10 minutes. He's 18 now. Taller than me. Same thick curls he had as a kid, just wilder now. Hey, Mom, he calls. Gonna run a video playlist, just fun stuff. Backyard vibes. I smile. Nod. Sounds great. It's all surface. Every word. Every glance. We're all acting like this is normal. Like this is what a family looks like. Carly Wagner, my best friend, waves from the garden table, already halfway through her sangria. This setup is insane, Anais. Seriously. You should be a party planner. I laugh. The kind of laugh that doesn't touch my chest. It's just ribs and rosemary, I say, brushing my hands on my apron like that explains the weight on my shoulders. Inside, I feel like I'm disappearing. Eliana, my niece, stands quietly by the fire pit, phone in hand, barely speaking. She's always been the observant one. The one who sees things she's not supposed to. Enzo Andrews, our neighbor, jokes loudly with Isaac Golden, Winston's old college buddy. They talk about golf, stocks, and someone's divorce like it's all background noise. And Juliana's laugh? It cuts through all of it. Sharp and sweet. The kind that carries. She touches Winston's shoulder again. And I do what I've trained myself to do, I brush it off. Tell myself it's harmless. Tell myself I'm being dramatic. Tell myself it's not worth ruining the vibe. But deep down, something stirs. Just for a second. A flicker. Like the first tremble before a glass falls off the edge. The sun dips lower behind the fence, casting a golden haze across the backyard. The smell of grilled meat hangs in the air. Laughter comes in waves, from somewhere far away, even though I'm right here in the middle of it. Winston is in his element. Smiling, charming, telling some recycled story to Juliana while she leans in like he's the only sound in the world. I'm watching him through the glass patio door like I'm outside looking in. And maybe I have been, for a long time. He laughs. She touches his chest. Just once. His hand stays at his side. He doesn't pull away. I look down at the sangria in my hand. Ice melted. Fruit soft at the bottom. I haven't taken a sip. Hey, Mom, Matthias says, coming up behind me with his phone in one hand and the flash drive in the other. The playlist's almost set. Just need to test it on the projector. I nod, trying to snap out of it. You made it yourself? Yeah. Some chill stuff. Couple throwbacks. Just nothing too wild, okay? I tease, smiling, trying to shake off the weight pressing on my chest. He smirks. No promises. I step inside the house, needing air that doesn't smell like charcoal and pretense. The kitchen is cool. Too quiet. The hum of the fridge is the loudest thing in the room. I press my palms to the marble counter and let my shoulders drop for the first time all day. A moment later, I hear soft footsteps. Eliana. She leans against the doorway, arms crossed. Always watching. She's 23 now, but her eyes are older. Like she's lived 100 lives no one talks about. You okay? She asks. I smile. Just taking a breather. You looked distracted. I shrug. Long day. You know how it is. She watches me. Don't blink. Are you happy, Aunt Anais? The question drops like a pin in a church. I laugh, too quickly. That's a heavy question for a barbecue. She doesn't laugh. I mean, I say, pretending to rinse a plate that isn't dirty, I've got a beautiful home. A husband who works hard. A son who still talks to me. I'm lucky. None of that answered my question. I met her eyes for a second too long. Let's get you another drink, I say, dodging the truth the way I always do. I walk to the fridge, knowing she sees right through me. That's when Juliana walks in. The air shifts. She moves like someone who never doubts her welcome. She's barefoot now. Wine glass in one hand, her phone in the other. Her red lipstick is still perfect. Oh, she says, seeing me at the counter. Didn't mean to interrupt. You didn't, I replied. Voice cool, steady. Polite. She heads for the wine rack without asking. Pours herself a refill. No shame. No pause. Just the kind of comfort you only find in someone else's home when you've already been there too long. It's beautiful here, she says. Everything's just so curated. I force a smile. Glad you think so. She studies me for a moment. Not my outfit. Me. The lines around my eyes. The way I'm holding the towel like a shield. Then she says it, soft, offhand, like she's just thinking out loud. Winston's lucky. Most men don't get to keep both their worlds. I freeze. Both their worlds. She sips her wine. Doesn't explain. I want to ask. Demand. Throw the glass. But I don't. Because I already know. Because part of me has known for a long, long time. So instead, I wipe the same spot on the counter twice and say, he's always had a gift for balance. Juliana hums. Some gifts cost more than others. Then she smiles. Small. Sharp. And walks out like nothing ever happened. I stay in the kitchen a moment longer, listening to the sounds outside. Music, laughter, the rustling of leaves. And for the first time all day, I feel like I'm the only one who knows a storm is coming. The sky's gone soft. That deep amber glow before sunset. Music still playing, laughter still humming like everything's fine. Matthias walks up to the projector with a confidence only an 18-year-old can have. Flash drive in hand, smile on his face. All right. Let's get the backyard dancing, he calls out. A few people cheer. Someone claps. Peyton whistles. I glance up from the drinks table, wiping condensation off a pitcher. Winston's pouring wine for Juliana, again. She giggles at something he says. He's not even watching Matthias. None of us are. Not really. Until the screen flashes to life. And everything changes. No music. Just silence. Then, a soft flicker of light, the frame shaky, someone's phone screen. The volume is low at first, then climbs. A message pops up. Then another. Juliana Redheart, I miss the hotel nights. Miss the way you talk to me when she's not around. Winston, you know how this is. She's convenient. Always has been. But you? You're real. A couple of people chuckle nervously, thinking it's a prank. Then the video zooms in, voice memos. Winston's voice. Clear. Confidence. Careless. She doesn't ask questions anymore. She's a ghost in her own house. The projector hums. The screen is big. Too big. No one's laughing now. My hand stops mid-reach for a glass. My heart doesn't race. It sinks. Matthias stares at the screen, frozen. No, 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 this wasn't the one, he stammers, reaching for the USB. Too late. Winston bolts forward, tripping slightly on a patio chair. His face is white-hot rage and panic. He pulls the USB out, hard. The screen goes black. But the words still echo. She's a ghost in her own house. The air collapses around us. People look down. At each other. At me. Juliana is stock still. Her wine glass halfway to her lips, now shaking. Matthias turns to me, face pale, lips trembling. Mom. I didn't know, I swear I didn't know. I just look at him. Then at Winston. Then Juliana. And then I do the only thing I can. I walk. No words. No scenes. No screaming. Just steps. One after another. Across the lawn. Through the sliding glass door. Inside, the quiet hits like a wave. Heavy. Cold. I grab the edge of the counter to steady myself, but my knees don't give. Because I've already fallen. Just not the kind that makes a sound. Outside, I can hear Winston saying my name. Anais, wait. Please, just listen to me. But I won't stop. I keep walking. Down the hall. Into the bedroom. Close the door. And for the first time in a long, long time, I don't feel invisible. I feel exposed. I sit on the edge of the bed, staring at my reflection in the dark TV screen across the room. She doesn't ask questions anymore. She's a ghost in her own house. I blink. And realize, he's right. But not for the reasons he thinks. The backyard is a graveyard of leftovers and silence. Plates half full. Drinks untouched. Voices gone. No one says goodbye. No hugs. No polite exits. Just chairs scraping the patio. Footsteps down the driveway. Doors closing like exclamation points on a conversation no one wanted to have. Inside, I sit on the edge of the couch, staring at the dent in a throw pillow I fluffed just hours ago. It's quiet. But not the good kind. Winston closes the door behind him, too soft, like he's trying not to wake a sleeping bomb. Anais, he says, voice hoarse. Please. Let me explain. I don't look at him. I just stare at my own hands resting in my lap. I didn't mean for this to happen, he continues. It was a mistake. A moment. I was stupid, and she meant nothing. I say nothing. He paces the living room like it's going to help him find a better version of the story. You've been distant. We both have. It's not just me. You haven't looked at me in years. I raise my head slowly. My voice comes out quieter than I expected. No. I've been here. You just stopped seeing me. He freezes. I stand, walk past him to the fireplace mantel. Touch a framed photo of us in Italy, before the house, before the job promotions, before I stopped painting. Do you remember this trip? I ask. He nods slowly. Our anniversary. I smile. You said you loved how I made everything feel full. Like home wasn't a place, it was a person. He says nothing. That same night, I add, I told you I'd put my art on hold. Because you got the position in New York. You said it was just a few years. Then we'd figure it out. His jaw tightens. That was 16 years ago, Winston. I spent the night on the couch. Not because I want space. Because I don't want to be anywhere near the bed I once thought meant something. I wrap a throw blanket around me. Stare at the ceiling. And remember things I thought I buried. Flashbacks. Not sharp. Just soft edges of who I used to be. Paint on my hands. Music playing while I worked late into the night. My favorite mug sitting on the window ledge. Winston, back then, lying on the floor sketching our dream house on the back of a napkin. We had this dinner once, just the two of us, no reason, no company. Candlelight, jazz, and pasta with too much garlic. We danced in our socks. Now. I cook for a company. I decorate for holidays. I smile for photos. It's 2:08 a.m. when I hear the creak of floorboards. Matthias. His face pale, eyes red. He sits on the ottoman across from me like he's afraid to come closer. I didn't mean to, he says, voice cracking. I swear. I didn't know what was on it. I sat up a little, holding his gaze. How did you get the video? He swallows hard. Rubs the back of his neck like he's still that little boy trying to explain a broken vase. I saw her send it to Dad, he says. I was at the kitchen table, his laptop was open. She sent a folder labeled Playlist Final. I thought it was music. I dragged the whole thing onto my drive because I wanted some of the songs for the barbecue. He looks at the ground. I didn't open it. I didn't check. I nod. Not angry. Not surprised. Some truths, I say softly, slip out when we're tired of hiding them. He looks up at me, eyes wide. You're not mad? I'm not mad at you, I say. He sits there for a while, unsure of what to do. Then he whispers, I ruined everything. No, sweetheart, I say. You didn't ruin anything. You just turned the lights on. Later that night, after he's gone back to bed, I stay awake. No wine. No tears. Just me and the quiet hum of the fridge again. I picked up that old photo from Italy. Flip it over. Blank. Just a memory with no message. I set it back down. And for the first time in a long time, I realize the pain isn't from losing him. It's from slowly losing myself, and not even noticing I was gone. The house is still when I wake up. Not quiet in that haunted way it was before, just still. The kind that feels like a blank page. No footsteps. No wine glasses. No one tiptoes around the truth. I don't wait for Winston to find me, or for another half-baked apology filled with buzzwords and guilt. I just got up. I wrap my robe tighter, pull my hair into a messy twist, and step outside barefoot. The backyard looks like it held a party and then swallowed it whole. Chairs scattered. Napkins in the grass. Half a burger on a paper plate no one touched. I start to clean. Slowly. Carefully. Not because I'm trying to fix anything, but because I need to clear the wreckage. Every plate I toss. Every wine bottle I bag. It feels like I'm making space, not just in the yard, but in me. By noon, the lawn is spotless. And for once, I don't feel like I'm performing for anyone. I go upstairs and open a closet I haven't touched in years. Inside, behind old coats and forgotten scarves, is a canvas bag with paint brushes and tubes of acrylic long since hardened. I hold one in my hand for a moment. It still smells like me. That afternoon, I unlocked a door at the back of the house most people don't know is even there. The studio. My studio. Dust covers everything, but the light still pours in through the big window like it remembers. There's a painting on the easel. Half finished. A landscape I never got around to completing. One side full of color. The other blank. I sit in front of it. Not to finish it. Just to be near it. To remember who I was before I shrank into someone else's life. My phone buzzes. Eliana, are you okay? I stare at the screen for a second. Then type back. I'm finally awake. That night, I booked a weekend trip. Just me. No Winston. No schedules. No polite smiles. It's a place by the ocean I always said I'd visit but never did, because it was never the right time. This time I didn't ask for permission. I don't even tell him. I just go. Later, I sat on the back deck, barefoot, legs tucked under me, watching the water in the distance sway with no urgency. There's no music. No laughter. No voices trying to fill the air. And for the first time, I don't feel like I'm waiting. I open a new journal, clean cover, crisp pages. And I write. I thought betrayal would break me. But maybe it finally revealed itself to me. Have you ever been surrounded by people and still felt completely unseen? If this story hits close, share your truth below. And if you've ever found yourself in silence, waiting to be chosen, like, share, and subscribe. You're not alone. Not anymore.